Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently trending towards losing a battle down over here. There's a morale differential for sure. We are currently 1 day away from getting a month tick, so we are going to have some morale replenishment over here. We'll see if that changes anything, but we may end up losing this battle. If we do, that's not the end of the world. We have forces up this way that we can redirect south. I'm thinking about actually not having them come southward though. I'd like to deal with the forces up here, and we do have additional forces on the way in over here now that we don't need to worry about this region. So that's all looking good. We have mercs down on this side as well, so for now, I'm reasonably content with this. We'll see what ends up happening here. Okay, so with that morale bump, it ticks down to our side might lose. We have a stronger army, but their army has higher morale than ours. They're mostly heavy infantry there, although our heavy infantry count is somewhat comparable to theirs, I think. Hang on. The number comes after the icon. Okay, yeah, our heavy infantry count is comparable to theirs. Cool. We'll see how this plays out. We have the same amount of leadership here. We may or may not win this. For the time being, we'll see. So I want to come around up over this direction, and ideally, take these guys out. I don't know that that's going to happen. Yeah, I think we are indeed going to lose this just due to the morale differentiation. I'm just going to retreat here. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. We did just get a civic advance, and that allows us to grab a servile bondage, which we want. We'll take that, and then we can start working on some martial advances. Probably something like dealing with some of these supply limits, or rather loyalty of generals, things like that. That'll be fine for the time being. Yes, we're going to catch this force here. These guys are a ways away. It'll take them time to get there. So we should crush this force beforehand. Yeah. Are they going to be locked into here by the time this is done? I believe that they are. So we can fight them up here in Tunisia, and that would be great. We're happy to do that. Unfortunate that we lost this battle, but I'm not hugely fussed about it. It's fine. We'll head back down this direction and let these guys regen for a little bit. I do want to bring these mercs down on this side, and then these mercs I want to bring up to the north up here. So that'll be fine for right now. And we should win this battle as well. Now, Carthage is suing for peace here. They are offering to give us a lot of territory still. This is not in the list. I don't think. Wait. It is highlighted. So these are the areas that we would end up getting, I think. I mean, it is significant. But I'm going to decline it. We're going to continue to press forward down here. We can get all of this occupied extremely quickly. And that is indeed the point. Or rather, the goal. So that's all fine. The question is, what do we actually want here? Oh, these guys are locked in over here. We're not going to fight this right now. Not without these reinforcements arriving. So that's fine for the moment. We, of course, win this battle up over here, but the battle is somewhat costly for us. There's no doubt about that. We've got a lot of manpower in the bank, though. I'm not too concerned about that. So, looking at what we can get here, we definitely want to take some of this territory, right? No doubt about that. Grabbing all of this would be 44 aggressive expansion. And this is a combined peace offer of higher than 100 right now. That's noted. We should probably accept their next peace offer, realistically. So I'm letting this force regenerate a little bit. We'll walk back over this direction. They're kind of awaiting merc reinforcements. And we're going to walk down this direction. So what all was Carthage offering us? If we don't take this out over here. Hang on, let's reset this. I want to make sure that we have these territories. for sure. That's 68 right there. That's 81. They would not currently accept this. They have 96 reasons not to. Okay, noted. We do have an invention that we can take here. We'll take loyalty of generals. Thank you very much. Okay, and we have these forces heading southward here. Now, I'd love to do some fighting down this way. In fact, catching this force would be kind of ideal, but I'm going to let these guys lock in. Here's that Carthage peace deal again. So I think we are probably going to accept this. I wish that this told us how much AE this was, but this is a similar amount. Yeah. I don't know that they're going to give us dislocation, though. We'll probably still have some border gore. I'm actually going... They won't accept it if we offer it. That's the thing. I do want to get out of this war. I think we're going to accept this. It's not ideal, but it's definitely a victory. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely, unequivocally, this is a victory. And they're giving up a lot of territory to us. They would not accept this level of territory give up if we offer it. That's the thing. And I don't want this war to stretch on. They have pretty decent numbers still. They can cause a lot of pain for us that potentially Rome or Lemavisia could exploit. So I do want to get out of this war. And I think taking this peace deal, despite the fact that it's not everything we wanted, is about the best we're going to get for right now. We could fight this out to the bitter end and get like 5% more. But I think that the cost isn't worth it. So we'll accept this offer. And yeah, as expected, there is a little bit of Carthaginian border gore down over here. We cleaned up most of that border gore. So let's get our levies sent home. Some of these might be locked in movement. Okay. There we go. We'll do that again. That's absolutely fine. And then we're going to need to get rid of some mercenaries, right? So we're going to disband these mercs. Oh, they're locked in movement. There we go. We'll disband these mercs. We'll disband these mercs. They're locked in movement as well. And we'll disband these mercs. Cool. So that brings us back to just having our legions. Now, this legion is pretty battered. Actually, all of our legions are a bit on the battered side. I'm going to leave one legion here. I think I'll leave the Legion of Galicia down here. And we'll take our other two legions back up to Iberia. That'll be fine for now. And yeah, it's not a perfect peace deal, but it was better than what we could have negotiated ourselves. So we'll accept that for the time being. I would also like to get... Let's see here. I'm looking for capitals here that are settlements, like this one. I'd like to get a city going, and we can actually get a second one going, so that would be magnificent. This is considered a city here. This settlement does not need to have a fort right next to this level 2 fort, that's for sure. But we can't get rid of that because of the provincial loyalty. Okay, that's fine for the moment. So that's a city there. I think all of these, except this one, are cities. We can definitely promote this one. And then we'll just have to start going down this way, right? I don't think we need forts in both of these locations, but we've got some provincial loyalty issues there. No shockers. So we're going to get these guys drilling. And we're not going to have a huge problem with our manpower reaching our armies, right? We've got plenty of manpower to replenish. No issues there. But we're going to have to fight Carthage again eventually. We'd like to close this gap and have direct borders with Rome over here. We'd like to take this territory. Their most valuable territories are over here, of course. For now, let's get these guys embarked. And we're going to head on up. Back to Iberia. Perfect. So we've got some potential issues here with risk of rebellion. We should probably consider dropping our taxes. Yep, that's absolutely fine. We do not need to have our army maintenance up either. So we can drop that back down. Gaining 3 stability is absolutely great here. I don't think we need the gold. The stability is much, much better for us. We're losing stability right now. Yeah, we got about 35 AE, 40 AE out of that. That's fine. So this is Galicia. I'm going to send them up over... let's actually position them somewhere up over here. This is a settlement. Interesting. Noted. We'll position them up here. And then our other legion, the Legion of Lusitania, for now we're just going to go put in our capital. That'll be fine for the time being. So off they go, and we'll get our forces replenished. So could we have beaten Carthage and gotten more out of that? Yes, but it would have been at substantial cost, and I think we would have been at risk of being attacked, particularly by Rome. And that's definitely not something we want. We do not want to be at war with both Carthage and Rome. So I think we just take our gains and go home for right now. We're definitely in a slightly better position. 7,500 pops. We're definitely still trailing Rome. There's no doubt about that. So we'll get you drilling. We'll get you drilling. That's fine for now. Spices are growing rare. We'll procure some from our neighbors. That's fine. We can spend the cash on that. No issues whatsoever there. I do want to hop over to specifically our military tab. Wow, the Legion of Contestania can go up to 48. That's a lot. Okay. So that's wonderful. I think we're going to take this up to doubling our light cavalry. Something like this. We should probably consider adding maybe a second supply train. And then we take this up to 15. Actually, 16. We do something like this. What does that put us at? 44? So we can actually bump this up yet again to do something kind of like this. Perfect. Now, the Legion of Lusitania can go up to 56. Yeah, we have a lot that we can do here militarily. Okay, so that's absolutely great. I want to consider taking this up to 18 as well. And then bumping up the cavalry by 2. So that puts us at 47 here. We have one more spearman in the Legion of Contestania. Right, I missed a spearman. Okay, there we go. So we'll do that for now. We'll just take it to 48. And then this is going to get another unit of siege engineers, a supply train, and then we're going to bump up our light cavalry. I think this is going to go directly up to 8. Like that. Then what can we do? Well, we need to put in a pair of archers here. Okay, that'll do for now. And then we can continue to expand the Legion of Lusitania if we really wanted to, and I think we do actually do that. We take these up to a combat width of 20. And maybe we just round out our light cavalry here as well. So that puts us at 54. And then from there, we could just grab another unit of engineers and a supply train. Seems good. Puts us at 56. So now we can raise an army in Baetica. And what do we want this to be? Well, this is 24 total size. So we're going to do 2 units of light cavalry for our flanks for right now. 2 units of archers, a cohort of siege engineers, a supply train, and then we'll do something like this as just our base legion. So that's the Legion of Baetica here. And I'm not sure where exactly that is. Where did that found at? Oh, down here. Okay, perfect. So we know that this can expand out a decent amount. I'm going to take this to 2 and 2 right away. And then let's bring up our light cavalry up to 4. Actually, let's bring it directly to 8. So something like this, and that puts us at 16 of 24, so we have 8 additional that we can put in. So that means 4 units of archers. Oh, we can't afford the cost. We'll have to tick forward a bit. That's fine. We'll get these guys drilling for the time being. And we need cash. Cool. So this is definitely going to be increasing our military strength by a substantial amount. We're also going to probably... Actually, our research efficiency is not bad. We're currently negative financially. Okay, army maintenance is a lot of that. So that means that we should boost our taxes back up for right now. We're drilling all of these, which is expensive. Africa needs a governor, and we'll put in this person. Okay. That'll do for now. And we'll keep our taxes at the median level here for right now. We could definitely think about ditching some forts as well. I still think that the forts over here are worthwhile. So specifically, it would end up being forts down here. I would love to get rid of this fortress. I'd love to get rid of this fortress. Actually, we did manage to get rid of that one. And the reason why I wanted to get rid of that one is because we have a level 2 fort here, but really, we kind of could use a fort over this way. But for now, that's fine. I do want to think about ditching this fort. Well, no, not necessarily that one. We don't need these forts down here. And we can't get rid of them, sadly. These forts down this way, this fort is not necessarily necessary. It's kind of repetitive. We'll get rid of those forts for now. That'll save us some cash anyway. Cool. So that'll be fine for now. Working on the Legion of Baetica here, of course, we want to add in... Oh, this resets on the month tick? That's awkward. We want to add in 4 cohorts of archers, 2 of heavy infantry, and 2 cohorts of spearmen. So something like this to bump us up to 24 of 24. And then we've got Terraconensis, which we want to turn into a legion as well. That is over our 20 threshold that we had set forth previously. So let's get that going, and we're going to have our base composition being something like this. We'll need cohorts of siege engineers. Oh, right, this resets on the month tick. That's obnoxious, to be honest. Not this time. I don't want to spend political influence on that. Okay, I'm just going to go with a base size of 1 for each of these. Oh, martial advances. We'll just need to wait for some gold here, I think. Martial advances are absolutely fine, of course. We can go for supply limit. We can go for making our sieges better. There's a number of things that we can go for here, but I do want to go for military stuff. So I think that we should probably consider heavy infantry cost. That's not all that great, actually. Okay, I think we should go for siege ladders here, and that's going to push us down into Scorpio and siege towers, into siege ramps, which will be very useful for us. So that's great. Our manpower is definitely on the lower side because of all of our military expansion. That is fully expected. I do want to form this legion, and let's just get a base level like this. Cool. So that is 6 out of 25, and we'll need to expand that out. No doubt about that. That is up over here. Sure, we'll get that drilling. And it's going to be expensive to be drilling all of these units at once. That's guaranteed. And it's completely fine. We don't mind that. We do not mind that. So I'd like to take this up to a cohort size of 7 here. And we can actually afford that, remarkably. Cool. I also want to go through all of our legions and make sure that they are set up correctly. So we're going to put archers in the first cohort, or rather in the first line of battle here, and then spearmen, and then ideally heavy infantry after that would be the way that that ends up going. So we need archers and then spearmen. Cool. So at this point, we need what? Cash is the answer. We need cash more than anything. So that's fine. We're a little bit cash strapped as we're working on expanding this, but we're doing okay, all things considered. I would like to continue to expand this. We'll need a unit of siege engineers and a supply train. We'll get those going straight away. And then we can get 10. So this is going to end up being 5 archers, and then we go for like 3 spears and 2 heavy infantry, something like this. That'll be 96 gold. Okay, that's fine. So we'll get that going soon enough. And keep in mind, because we're drilling, that is increasing our army maintenance by 33%. So this is not... What did I just click through there? I don't know what I clicked through. I saw Rome move a bit over here. Oh! These guys rebelled against Rome. Okay, they're not going to win, and Rome is not really in a super weak position from that. So this isn't something we want to immediately take advantage of. And of course, we're still recovering from the Carthaginian War, right? So we're still not in a position to fight Rome. But that's definitely an interesting action that occurred there. I really wish we could do an even number of cohorts rather than an odd number. With it being 10 here, that does make it slightly awkward. Let's grab... Okay, that became a city. Perfect. Both of those became cities. Let's add in our 5 archers here. That's going to be 40 gold. And at this point, we know that we want this to be 3 and 3, but we don't quite have enough to do that. So we're going to put in 3 units of spearmen. That'll be 24 gold. And we can actually just squeak in getting this legion maxed out. Perfect. This legion can actually get expanded ever so slightly. And what would we want to do here? We'd want to wait for an even expansion, probably. Yeah, that would end up happening, I think. Cool. So we'll let that be for the time being, and we'll just let these guys drill on up, get their new recruits trained, and we're actually making quite a lot of military experience from this as well, which is absolutely magnificent. We're very happy about that. But now that we've got ourselves 5 legions going, it's looking a lot better militarily. No doubt about that one. We're seeing our morale coming on up in each of these legions, and what we need at this point is to get our economy flowing a little bit more efficiently. So that'll be great to do that. We're going to need cash to get all of this going. We can call down an omen here. And normally I'd go for the pop assimilation speed, but I'm actually going to take the slave output here to temporarily boost our income. We are a slave-based economy, after all. Temporarily boosting our income up to 23 in order to allow us to work our way through some of these city structures. We need a lot of city structures built, and we're looking specifically at this point to spend our money on slave cities, tax offices. So I'm just looking around here, looking for a slave city. Here's one where we can boost up our taxes. Beautiful. So that's what we're going to do for the next little while here while we let our aggressive expansion drop. We're just drilling our armies, and we need to get our economy a little bit more... Ooh, we cannot afford this. Who are you? Governor of Galicia. Sorry, but you're going to have to cover the costs. We simply can't do it right now. We're expanding our military heavily, and there are significant costs that are incurred by that. We need to get our political influence spent. We need to get some cities made. We need to get a bunch of buildings built. There's no doubt about it. We can't afford it right now. We need a new tribune of the treasury, and only skill 7 is a little sad, but that will increase our national tax somewhat as her skill ranks up. Does take time for that to take full effect, but that's okay. So we're going to need to 80 political influence. Nope. We are not going to spend 80 political influence right now. Succumbed to lunacy at the age of 22. Wow, that's young. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to be upgrading this city as soon as we can. Yeah, we have some risks of rebellion. This is not shocking, and it's not a problem, exactly. We'll be able to handle all of these with no real issue. So that'll be fine. We've got a lot of disloyal provinces. We may want to start thinking about putting harsh treatment in here to delay some of these, but it's not going to solve it exactly. But it certainly will delay it. And I guess it'll give us, like, pop to motion speed. Not that that's that big of a deal. So yeah, these are going to happen. It's just a matter of time. That's fine. I would just like to delay that time as long as possible. So we do need more tax offices, but I want to build this city as our next move here. So we'll get that going, and we're going to need to work a lot on getting our cities caught up, right? We'll remember that crime. Rome, you guys are jerks. But we know that Rome is going to take that over. That's not shocking. So with our militaries expanded, things are definitely looking substantially up for us. This is 190 gold to found this city, so that's going to be, what, not quite next month? Indeed. We do gain 3 free stability, which is great. Keeping our stability high is important here. And we are losing stability, so we're very happy about that. Our AE is dropping down reasonably nicely. Let's get this city going. There we go. And at this point, we, of course, we need to keep building cities as we get our political influence up for that. But most importantly, at this point, is we need to get our cities caught up in terms of buildings. We need to be able to economically support our newly expanded military, and we're only kind of at that point right now. We can support it, but it's kind of a barely situation. We're not growing our treasury as quickly as we would like. That's for sure. Integrated culture happiness plus 5% is nice. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to build some buildings. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, Mohan80, Rogue Corvid, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.